So, good morning. Welcome to the daily meditation. Once again, I got caught up with work. Sorry that I am a minute or two late here. And there's a couple things that I thought we would talk about today. First of all, just a reminder about the slogan from yesterday, which was I'm not looking at it, so I have to remember it. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'm totally blanking. About working with the primary obstacle. I just can't think of the slogan right at this moment. And I mentioned yesterday the importance of knowing yourself and putting yourself in a situation where you're able to recognize your primary obstacle. What keeps you from mindfulness? Um, And gosh, I'm a little out of sorts because I hopped here at the last moment. Um, Today, I'll turn this around. Good morning, welcome. Sorry I was late, and it looks significantly like I have not brushed my hair yet today, so that's always good. Go on camera without brushing your hair. Okay. Um, I wanted to talk about the last antidote. I've been covering over the last few weeks the obstacles and antidotes to meditation and specifically to mindfulness. And this last antidote is one that is it has a very useful image, which I wanted to share with you. So there's this idea in meditation. A lot of times they use analogies that are equestrian analogies, in part in Tibet, because there is a culture of horseback riding there. But also, it just makes it easy to understand. If you imagine your quality of mindfulness or your experience of mindfulness as if you are riding on a horse's back. So there's two things about that. One is that part of the equestrian experience, if you're not a rider, is the importance of your posture and the importance of sitting upright and lightly in your saddle and not gripping onto the horse. So there's this sort of upright posture, but also this sense of relaxation. But also, there's a sense of balance, a sense of staying in your seat. And this eighth antidote is the antidote of equilibrium. It's the sense of maintaining your balance. And this is, I can only ever talk about my experience as a meditator because I don't know what other people's experiences are. But my experience in meditation is that the more regularly I meditate, not the more time, just the more constant I keep my meditation practice, the better able I am to stay in my seat, to stay balanced in what's happening. And so there's this idea of the horse walking along, and as the horse is walking along, it stumbles. And when a horse stumbles, if you're a good rider, you don't fall out of the saddle and hit the ground. You just adjust. You accommodate the way the horse stumbled. You move your weight. You have this sense of equilibrium in the saddle. And that's what this eighth antidote is to the obstacles to meditation, is this idea of maintaining your balance as you go through life and life stumbles, if you will. So having this quality of being able to keep your seat through different circumstances. So we talk so much here on the 11 to 11:30 hour daily, except Sundays, about this meditation practice. But our meditation practice is entirely dependent on our post-meditation experience. So I don't want to say there's no point in meditating, but if meditation has a point. The point of meditation is the practice of staying with your mind and keeping your posture when you leave your meditation seat. And that's often in meditation parlance referred to as off the cushion. So, this experience of when you're off the cushion is the experience of equilibrium, this experience of your mind returning to your natural posture, regardless of what's happening around you. And I say this a lot, you've heard me say it a lot, that there's this quality of going through life without bias. So instead of getting a piece of bad news, let's say hypothetically you lost your job, instead of that sending you into a tailspin of, oh my God, what am I going to do? As a meditator, you're like, I just had the experience of losing my job. That doesn't mean I lose my seat. It means I lost my job. And we move to a place of non-bias where we're like, this could be a bad thing, it could be a good thing, or it could just be another thing that happened to me. And the ability to be able to get to that place where you're like, it's another thing that happened in my life, is a sense of equilibrium, this sense of staying with your seat no matter what's happening. So that's a little bit what we're practicing when we're meditating. And I say this all the time. The act of meditation is not you being able to relax and have no thoughts. The act of meditation is this sense of you bringing your mind back to the present moment and being present right here, right now. So instead of thinking of meditating as sitting, thinking of meditating as training your mind over and over again to come back, come back, come back, or stay here. You might get better and better at noticing you're like, no, 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 stay here, stay here. And there's a sense of almost in the same way that you just gently guide a child to where you want them to go. You don't grab a kid by the arm and drag them. You're just like, no, no, we're going in here now. So that's the same way that you treat your mind, with a sense of gentleness and just bringing your mind over to the place of being present. So let's practice bringing our mind back and bringing our minds back and bringing our minds back over and over again. So let's go ahead and take a nice upright posture. There's this sense of being a monarch on a throne, just resting comfortably on your seat. And there's a sense of command or power with your seat, that you're just completely present, and that in this moment you're capable, strong, confident. Shoulders are back and down. Straighten up your neck. Tuck in your chin. You can meditate with your eyes open. It's helpful both in keeping you awake and also helping you stay in the moment. If your eyes are open, they're resting 4 to 6 feet in front of you. And you're just going to pick a spot and allow your eyes to rest. And then you can notice when you first take your seat, it takes a moment for your body to settle. And you can allow that. You can just notice that you want to move your feet around or wiggle around in your seat or move your fingertips. You'll also notice with your eyes and your eyelids, they aren't accustomed to just resting. They're busy. So here, just allow this sense of your body resting in your seat for the next 15-20 minutes. You're just going to allow yourself to be here, not be busy doing, but just being, joining your head and your body together as one being and experiencing this quality of beingness in the moment. Now we bring our attention to our breathing. At first, you might follow both the in and the out breath. But then you can move to just the out breath. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your continuing dedication to your own practice. I do believe on some level that we are jointly making the world a better place by doing this together every day. So when we close here, hands in Anjali at our heart center and bow. Before we do that, I'm going to say the dedication of merit, and if you know it, you're welcome to say it along with me. By this merit may all attain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing, from the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. Thank you all for your practice, and I will see you tomorrow.